Portugal are crowned champions of the UEFA Nations League 2025 season. And Ronaldo just won his third international trophy for Portugal. A country will never win any major trophy in their history. But in the era of Ronaldo, they won the Euro, and now for the second time, they are winning the UEFA Nations League. Does Ronaldo deserve a claim or a shout at the FIFA Balon or the Balon d'Or award? A lot of people are clamoring for him to win the award. Of course, you know, CR7 will not be small brand. And I'm not alone in the studio to discuss football today. I have my gladiators as usual. On my left, Mickey Mandela. On my immediate right, CJ. And today, we have a special guest. Her name is Happy Horrible. You're welcome to the studio. She's a special and a staunch fan of FC Barcelona. And today, we're going to be discussing about the just concluded UEFA Nations League. And of course, talk about the Balon d'Or, who we think deserve to win the award. So I'm going to start with Mickey Mandela, the one who speaks when it comes to pass. You know, say, try the time when they talk behind the scenes. Just keep quiet.
They speak each.
You just keep quiet.
No, you know me too well.
So I believe anything when you go tell us now, if it affect the Balon d'Or, he's our chief priest. Once he don't roll the cowries like this,
journalist.
roll the cowries and he looks up and looks down, look at you, he will give you the message and you go walk. So chief priest, what do you have to say? UEFA Nations League yesterday, Portugal, Spain. Portugal defeated Spain 5-4 during the penalties. 2-2 full time it ended. And now for the second time, Portugal lifting the UEFA Nations League. What do you get to say about that final?
You know, what they pay me for that final? Maybe say Spain lost the game against Portugal. But the whole world, in fact, the whole Spain, they lost their mind. In fact, they lost it. Why I said that is because they don't even see who to match with Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Lamine Yamal. That boy, na change. You know what it be change? Bed ball. Where Cristiano Ronaldo dey. You don't understand? But I'm so happy that Cristiano Ronaldo still humble everybody. Even Yamal, he humbled them. He deserved the National League and he won it. I'm so happy. You understand? Beautiful game from Cristiano Ronaldo. Good performance from Cristiano Ronaldo. He beat up the first goal. He still, when needed,
He delivered.
Oh,
Like a Yubo baby. A Hebrew man.
Hebrew man.
see, if not because FIFA has been so biased concerning Ronaldo. You understand? It's not that I don't like Messi, but I don't want us to go there. Because if we go there,
Let's not go there.
if we go there, I need to sit with president of UEFA, FIFA president. Let's discuss. You understand?
Oh, you have the opportunity one day. You have the opportunity.
I need to sit with these people. Let's know how this thing is being given because there is cheat.
Yeah.
Where deserve Portugal? CR7, I ranking for you.
Odogo is safe.
Thank you, Chief Priest. You don't talk your mind. And yes, well deserved Portugal. I will not lie. I'll not go down and play their effort because before that final, I watched Spain play against France. France is a star-studded team. It is almost impossible for any nation, no matter how good you are. You can go and ask Argentina in the 2022 World Cup final to score more than 2-3 goals against France. At some point in the game, it was 5-1. I watched Spain play. They don't have a Mbappe kind of player in their team. When I mean Mbappe, their man is coming up. We don't compare both.
Yeah.
Mbappe has been consistent for over 5 years. They don't have a Ronaldo kind of player in that team. They don't have a Lionel Messi kind of player in that Spanish team. What helps them work is their ability to play as a team. They play this kind of tiki-taka football that is not as comprehensive or as beautiful as that of Pep will always do or Enrique. But they always find that space. I want you to go to that goal Pedri scored against France. That flip, pass over to Nico, then collected the ball and then chip. Watch the same way they scored the second goal against Portugal. Watch the build-up play. Watch the way they take it to the right, bring it to the midfield, take it back to the left, bring it back to the midfield, and the next thing is a pocket pass. That is what they tell you that they have that unity kind of football. Look at Dean Houghton. When do you start hearing of Dean Houghton? Look at Oyazabal. Who's Oyazabal in world football? Nico Williams. He's a baby.
No, the Oyabala is underrated.
Yes, I mean, that's why I'm asking.
The guy
That's why I said, who is he?
I don't know if I'm agreeing with you
Yeah?
when you say the Spain team, they are not actually as spectacular.
No, I'm not saying spectacular.
I
said
let
they
me
don't
use
have-
that word.
Okay.
Like the France. Remember the Spain team won France
I know.
of like not too
Long ago.
And one thing I will understand, I will only agree with you when it comes to unity.
Unity, yeah.
Spain team is always talent and unity.
They mix them.
They mix it together.
Okay.
You can have the talent and you don't have the unity.
Unity to
You
play.
will not go.
Example, Super Eagles.
You will. Thank you very
Super
much.
Eagles.
You can have the talent.
And you remind me that you go where
You
I'm
can have
from.
the talent and you don't have that unity. If you don't have that unity, you can't go. And that's one thing about country football.
Yeah.
Country football, we are calling all the talents, but give them that understanding
Orientation.
of connecting with
Each
each
other.
other and others. Because these Spain boys that you're talking about, it's not because of, yes, their tiki-taka is not as very beautiful
Yes.
like that, but their skill is beautiful and their desire again.
Plus
They
composure
want to
too.
win something. They want to make name for their own self, for their own era. Your papa don't do one before. If you do what your papa do, now waiting themselves
They
they
can
do.
do. That's very true, very true. So concerning I want us to focus on the game last night. Portugal, Spain, 2-2 full time, 5-4 penalties. Portugal lifted the trophy yesterday.
What I'm saying about that is that I actually watched the game and possession of the first half. Spain is kind of like they like possessing.
They like holding the
You understand? It's very hard you play in Spain, and if your midfield is not that brilliant and they can hold up pressure and hold the ball to themselves, I bet you Spain will deal with you. If you check out the game against France, that's what happened to France. Not that France don't have midfielders who can absorb pressure and keep the game, but I think the coach wanted to do some experiments. You don't play Olise as an attack. There's a winger. You're playing him as an attacking midfielder. He does not know what to do there. That's not his position. And what did he play? He played for Fana. A marker, just a marker that cannot make use of the ball. And you're having Rabiot, which is his legs this week already. You understand? Definitely, Spain will murder you. And they got the opportunity. They used the midfield where the midfield penetrated more of the attack. And the goals came in. So you check out this Portugal game they played yesterday. Portugal, what did they do? The coach, IQ coach, he's a Spanish coach also, Martinez. He knows, he has seen this thing played. He knows Spanish football. What he did, he said, okay, fine and good. In as much as maybe he didn't start Neves, the guy that played from 2, which is a midfielder, he actually played him from 2 because he believed if he should play from that wing, he might be able to calm the pressure on 2. At the time, when the attack was much on there, he said, no, I think I need to do
change the game.
necessary, and he pulled out some players. And he now told the Vitinha and the Benacer, now, Bernardo Silva was actually playing as a defensive
Midfielder in the
that
game, first half, yes. I noticed.
It was not even making Portugal to calm the pressure or to keep the ball more. Because Bernardo Silva is the kind of player like, if you give him the ball, he's not always panic. He does not panic. So you just give ball like that, he just come. No. And Bernardo Silva, the person say he likes moving forward, attacker. So in that game, after the first half, the second half, when he got into the second half, that was when they were actually leading 2-1. See the game plan change. Yes, the first 15 minutes of the second half, Spain dominated the game. The possession was high, but they were not attacking because now they now had a good defensive midfielder. They were supporting the midfield and also supporting the defense, which is this levels of, I think, Wolf that entered into the game. So with time, they kept on absorbing pressure and they queued into the game. Portugal started attacking more because they were able to stand Spain midfield. Vitinha was there, Bernardo Silva was there, Bruno was there, and the other guy, Neves was there. So you see, the midfield was like, now these guys can play, we can keep the ball. Let's see how Spain is going to do the magic. That was when Portugal kept on pressuring till the Ronaldo got the goal. Big kudos to Ronaldo because actually I was not expecting Portugal to win. You understand? I was not expecting it because the kind of form in which Spain is presently, I think it will be hard for any team to beat them. But only problem now is you don't have defense. That's the problem they have. They have young, talented defenders, but they are still not capable as those days, as even when they had the Sergio Ramos and Piqué and the Puyo. But just because they have that good midfield that can be able to hold the ball for long, keep on pressuring, keep on attacking, keep on holding on pressure. You understand? So that I feel that's what actually made them that Portugal had to stand them because Portugal had to build on their midfield and they were able to get the winning. And I say big kudos to Portugal because it's not easy to play against Spain in the final and win on. Though Spain is not good on penalty shootouts right from time, they are not actually good. So when we got to that stage, I found out it's Portugal already. So that's what I have to say.
All right, thank you very much. So, happy Horrible. I know you're a staunch supporter of FC Barcelona and they play in Spain, Spanish La Liga. Who were you supporting? Portugal, Spain.
I actually was not supporting anybody.
Okay.
Yes.
No, me, in that game,
I did not support
they are
anybody.
my number one team because my
Real Madrid,
yeah.
I know that.
Even if Barcelona players are playing there, I still support that number. And Portugal have been my number 2 team in the world because of my Cristiano Ronaldo.
The last time I support Spain in a final. No, they did not. I became too emotional. So I said since that time, 2010, in fact, I saw myself crying. So I don't want that much attachment. When it comes to final, I just become neutral and all that. So the only issue I had there was, how can you remove your key man?
Absolutely.
Who does that? You did that with France.
And France almost cost them that much. How do you take your soccer away?
France came like a force.
If they had given them more time.
The grace, God grace helped them. Now you did the same thing against a Portuguese team.
That has a Vitinha.
You did the same thing. How can you take
Bruno and the Bernardo?
That's that Pedri. If you check the stats for that game yesterday, everything he won everything. Yeah. Like the assist, everything was coverage, okay. Yeah. So why are you taking him out for what? To come and help you do what?
And there was no complaint from him that he was tired. There was no complaint.
He's never tired. That guy played how many matches with Barcelona all through the season. He's never tired. He does not complain. He has this calm. He's not ever tired.
You know, the coach knows his boys. If coach you put PG out, he knows he's the
almost costing the match against France.
But you know the reason.
No.
Which reason?
It almost costing the match against France.
You know,
to do what?
You took us Pedri and you considered 3 goals.
He kicked the game.
No, in situations like that.
He watched the match last time.
No, the coach.
Spain against France. He watched the match.
I feel the coach made a little mistake. You understand?
It was a mistake. Big mistake.
He's not meant to take out
Pedri.
Take him out 89 minutes.
Yeah, and
yes,
take him out 89 minutes.
All the pressure you are winning.
Yes, now
you're winning 2-1. 2-1 is not a score.
It's not his
football. Even 2-0 is not a score. You understand? And
when
what she said,
they're already playing 2-2.
No, they
70 minutes.
70.
When Ronaldo scored that, Ronaldo scored 65 minutes, I think.
60-something minutes.
70-something minutes Ronaldo scored also.
No, I think it's called after.
It's 70-something minutes.
Ronaldo scored 70-something minutes. They are taking Pedri out when Ronaldo scored.
Pedri was substituted in the 66th minute.
Was already open.
66
you
minutes,
understand?
Yes.
See, Martinez knew. See, he would have taken Vitinha off because at the time Vitinha was showing tiredness.
In the game.
Because you know when you're playing games like that, there's an intense game. You understand? Attack,
defend.
And you know one thing about football now, as it stands, everybody's playing, everybody's marking.
Yes.
Nobody is
special. Waiting for one tapping.
Yeah. You understand? That's why sometimes when it comes to club football, there are some players I'll look at like, why this player there? I'm on a grace of God, an opportunity. Because when you're under a good coach and they say, do this, you have to play and mark. Even there's some old players. I will mention Modric. He plays and he marks. So that's one thing about football. So in that kind of game, in that aspect, try to take him off.
Yes, no.
Let him play. Let him feel the heat.
He's still a threat.
Then take him off when you know. Okay, even if you're taking him off, you're bringing a spectacular player.
That we still maintain that flow, that tempo.
Do you understand?
Since Isco is still in the game, and we saw how he came in and bossed the game.
Even when Isco
bring in a Isco to complement the effort of Pedri inside that same midfield and take away maybe the defensive midfield.
That was the wrong decision. And it cost them.
So, you know now Spain is actually they are good, but they are still suffering from defensive midfield of Rodri.
Yeah.
Zubimendi won't do the job of Rodri. There's kind of play that Rodri plays in Spain. Like, if actually Rodri was there in that game, I bet you it would have ended at 2-1. Reason why I said 2 is because
Experience.
at the time when they would mount so much pressure, you were able to calm the ball.
game.
Like, if you watch in Barcelona, I tell people, who does the work in Barcelona is De Jong, but people don't know.
He kills the pressure.
Yes.
He kills pressure.
If he doesn't play that way, Pedri will gas up easily in the game. But De Jong, once the ball gets to his feet, he tell everybody, he would probably say,
calm down. Calm
so
down.
that's the work of Rodri. And in Spain, Zubimendi does not do that. He does not. It's only when Pedri holds the ball, you see moving around, trying to.
The guy is naturally gifted.
So that's just the thing. So at that time, it was a mistake taking Pedri off.
Totally.
And Portugal utilized the chance, and the coach is a very smart coach. Like, this place now, don't go back. Keep on till they got that goal, because the pressure was not. And the pressure now, Portugal, they have this like I would say equipped players that February was sitting in the bench.
And for this one, for World Cup, they need to see the equipped players. For World Cup, they need to see the equipped players.
So now World Cup they come.
Before they see the equipped players in Portugal.
Before we call him a day on today's program, I want to ask us a very, very tricky question. And I would like us to go straight to the point. And I'm going to start with you, Happy.
And you want me to go straight?
Because in this context now, you have like 2 to 3 of your players that are their names they ring bell for this award. It's about the Balon d'Or.
Where they display, the Balon d'Or.
No, where they Barcelona.
Okay. So now it's about the Balon d'Or. And I'm going to start with you, Happy Hour. The Balon d'Or Award 2025. Who do you think deserves the award? Quick one. Give your analysis then. Rafinha.
Yes. I know you're expecting me to say Lamine Yamal.
No. I wasn't expecting Lamine Yamal.
Okay. For me, Rafinha. Because I will tell you, Lamine Yamal is still 17.
Yeah.
And let's wake up from this deception. The guy good.
But
in too much. But age. Go give Lamine Yamal 17 years.
Award.
It's like when you give baby, pikin waited 3 years, car key making drive. That's what the team be. Where Ronaldo and Messi don't give too much of football, you can't give Lamine Yamal now. And of course, they will not look for one thing, just as they did to Lewandowski. They go look for one thing, give him as award. You know these people.
For sure.
That's all the same
compensation.
They look for one thing, as they do Lewandowski. They look for one thing, give him. So for me, Rafinha, we don't see this turnaround of Rafinha from last season to this season.
The turnaround is massive.
He too sharp.
Do you know where he was low? Then this season.
The day where I believe that guy, that when Baka play Benfica, that red card.
Yeah.
That guy come from nowhere. Give Baka that winning.
That victory.
He won't die. We qualify for. We go die for this thing. So the guy, his works this season, it really showed. So I don't know why people are just trying to. For me, Rafinha did well.
Yeah.
Yes. So
for you, Rafinha deserves the
award. Then I know people, they don't want to talk about Pedri, so that's why I'm bringing Rafinha.
Okay. So CJ, what's your say? Balon d'Or 2025. Who do you think deserves to be crowned?
Oh, come Madrid player here. Nobody deserves one for Madrid.
Yeah.
Straight.
Let's be realistic about things. I would say Mbappe.
That doesn't even look a Madrid player.
Because I don't know.
The only criteria is say, Mbappe no fit win this season because he no win trophy.
Yeah.
And if you use trophy to determine Balon d'Or, that means so many players no go near that place. So many players for no even winner. Do you understand? And because see, one thing I believe about Balon d'Or is that they give am by based on Momo just give this guy this year. Most whether the other person go try next year. You understand? Because you get so many Balon d'Or awards, you see, so many players don't deserve them. So many of the big players don't deserve them. You understand? That year they win them, but they still give them. And for them to say they give Balon d'Or by saying media and sports writers and publishers, they give award. See, these guys are only watching the game, but they don't know what is inside the game.
And then they watch her now.
See, watching the game and knowing what is inside the game, the pressure of what's inside, that's why I say sometimes, in FIFA awards, publishers, you don't have to vote. People, they vote mostly now, the coaches and they say, but we will not go to that. It has its own aspects, you understand? Why I say Mbappe say, Golden Boot Award, 5 seasons.
Leave 5 seasons.
Let me
Leave 5 seasons.
Yes, winning the Golden Boot alone, for the top 5 top European clubs is a big edge. You understand? And winning the highest goal scorer in his first season in Spain is also a big edge. Just the only thing people say, he played well. He won so many man of the match award.
Wait, let me ask you.
Okay, I mean,
when last did the FIFA give Balon d'Or based on highest goal scoring?
Not true. Now when
based
last?
on highest goal scoring.
Yes.
Ronaldo, 2013.
They did what?
Highest goal. Ronaldo was the highest goal.
That was the last time.
Yes, nah. 2013, Cristiano Ronaldo.
After that time,
he had goals and assists, a total of 65 to 69.
Yeah, so
and that was the controversial thing that made them to now because Ribery, did you see the verse?
You don't talk about.
Let's not deviate.
He don't go for Mbappe.
Let's not
Let's not talk
deviate.
about controversial. It's an opinion.
Yes.
Eh?
So your opinion is Mbappe.
Yes.
And you have
Yes.
you've
So
given your reasons
I've
already.
given my reasons because that's the only reason.
And your reasons are
Yeah.
valid.
Simple.
Very, very valid. So Mickey Mandela, 2025 Balon d'Or, who do you think deserves to win the award?
Well, if I should go by FIFA tricks and FIFA way, I think I have two people. Let me use like 2 sections. I have from what FIFA did the last time, they give Balon d'Or to Messi.
Not Messi. Last
Rodri.
The last two seasons, they give Balon d'Or to Messi from
Inter Miami.
that is US.
No, it was in
Former-
PSG then.
It was in PSG. You only moved
was in
to
PSG.
Inter,
No,
it's
you
not
just
played.
move in PSG,
Yes.
you don't do anything. You don't enter.
No, it was in PSG because he went back to PSG.
Okay, he went back to
yes, he was in
PSG.
PSG. He was not in
Yeah.
Inter Miami.
Okay,
He was in PSG. Yes, he
Okay,
went
then-
back to PSG.
I would have
And they
said
did not
Messi
honor him
said.
very well.
Because
I said-
He was in
He
PSG.
only won the French league.
This is why I'm saying
And the French
2025
And the World Cup.
Ballon d'Or.
And the World
Who
Cup.
do you
And the
deserve?
World Cup.
And the World Cup.
Okay.
I'm
And
going
the
somewhere.
World Cup.
I'm not
Say,
really as
Barcelona fan, your body.
He's
there.
not the Barcelona fan.
Calm down. All of una still dey. All of still dey there. Calm down.
No be lie you talk.
I know where in the nothing in the
No,
track.
not true.
But they use that thing what the FIFA did the last time.
Uh,
I think it is time for FIFA to still repeat it now.
no, Ballon d'Or don't use FIFA. Sorry.
This is
Ballon
Ballon
d'Or,
d'Or award
Ballon
d'Or.
2025.
FIFA.
is
French,
separate.
France, this
All
thing.
of them are same
Football.
tackle.
So
Don't
FIFA
worry.
is separate.
This will work hand to hand.
They will not be like
I
shout.
dey tell you
They
something.
go take
Forget-
I give you FIFA.
Now
Come give
you-
the other person
now
Ballon
you
d'Or.
dey differentiate the matter. This will partner in crime. They know how to do it. So if ways used by how they do am before, it's Ronaldo turn this time around. Yes, now.
Yes, by waiting.
By public figure based on football.
Public,
he will
let
come
me
by
let
his
me let
age.
me
Wait, by his age.
For Saturday
By
league when they.
the go. What do you
Okay.
mean?
For
When
Saturday
they
league
give-
when they.
Okay.
You don't talk that thing.
Okay.
when they give
Mm.
Messi own,
They combine am with
who
Inter
they
Miami.
watch French league?
No,
Who they watch French league?
PSG, who they watch French league?
Yes, you they watch am.
Who they watch am?
Yes.
Wetin Mbappe come dey do that time?
That's why he come Madrid now.
Ah,
Uh,
that's
why he
why
come
they
Madrid.
there.
So this is
so
too
who-
bad
so
Who be your candidate to win the award 2025?
Okay,
You never
let's-
even talk to
I just candidate 1,
Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
The candidate 2.
Candidate 2 should come from PIG.
Okay, and who?
Call the person name now.
Should come who? Make they get Hakimi.
No. That one go for Africa first.
Who? Dembele.
Dembele
Mendy.
or
Mendy.
Mendes.
Nuno
Two of-
Mendes.
As if the Ballon d'Or did not come from France, French league, PIG, you know that this Ballon d'Or they go stop to the giver.
Make they no give
They
am again.
disband them
They
because
disband
we
am.
don't understand these people.
Okay.
They need the pass
you.
us.
I swear, if you come this side, the other time they
follow
say
you
finish
like
or they
this.
sort referee. They come this side, they go say Ronaldo.
It's too
I don't
stubborn.
understand these people. These people they work on our intelligence. See, after this time out, Cristiano Ronaldo or PSG player,
They don't give Cristiano Ronaldo now. Make they stop the
they
thing
go disband them.
based on
Based on
he win
you don't
trophy.
understand them.
Based on
If he carry trophy, they say na go. If he score goal, they say na trophy. If he score, they
They say na
say
personal,
he do.
individual.
but they don't give
No
they
get
don't give
character.
criteria for this year now.
Eh?
They don't give criteria.
They
for
don't
this
give am?
year. Yes now.
Okay, let's watch now.
And Ronaldo wey dey call criteria, he don win for where he dey win best player.
For where they na top
He dey win
Europe
best
league be that one.
Oh,
For two
okay.
two
You
consecutive
dey watch
seasons,
Saudi league.
na him win the
You
highest
wan
goal
compare
scorer.
Saudi league to French league na League 1.
Who dey?
You dey watch Saudi league. You dey watch.
I dey watch am na
For
there.
where they watch am.
I dey.
As you dey waka for road, you see say people sit down say na Saudi league they dey
Anywhere
watch.
Ronaldo dey, I subscribe there. Dey watch.
Simple.
Okay, thank you guys. Today, just as usual, very intensive. And I want to appreciate every one of us here. We don't give what our own say. From the UEFA Nations League final down to our candidate for Balon d'Or. But before I call it a day, concerning the Balon d'Or award, I'm going to mention the top 3 players who don't do very outstanding. But I'm not going to be on anybody's side. First of all, I'm going to mention Rafinha. The reason I'm going to call him first now because of the fact, say, just last season, he was almost kicked out of Barcelona. And I was watching his interview some months ago where he said, he was almost in tears. Football will make you, to affect you mentally.
Yeah.
And at Barca, he was suffering.
Make him prove himself this season again for the give am. Nothing like issues.
They don't use one season.
One day,
give somebody around the house.
E go happen. No worry.
You don't talk am already.
Pursue out of house. Can't start the sweep house now. You want
like,
to buy bicycle for them.
Make you do am next
You
year.
go do am well. You go do
what's
am
his,
well. So then go do more.
Rafinha's case be like Piqué say they try and best for family, but because of say he never make anything, in word no count.
No man.
And one time he went out to go and feed home. He was able to fight well outside. Came home and started feeding home. That's his story. The next person I'm going to call is Dembele. Of course, all of us know say Dembele is a very talented player. Started from his days at Borussia Dortmund, came to Barcelona. He lost it because
I didn't get them this time around.
Wasn't concentrating. Then finally he don't pick. And the third person I'm going to mention here is Mbappe.
Mention them now.
The reason I'm mentioning this here because before this whole criteria, this trophy, that trophy, Champions League, no Champions League, the award used to be based on individual brilliance for the year.
Yes.
And this calendar year, I will give him that thumbs up. Because when he moved to Barcelona, Real Madrid, the pressure was high.
Too much.
Because of the fact that he's
moving
to Madrid from PSG. And again, the fact,
quick score.
First 10 games.
Yes.
The fact that
they
tagged French league as a farmers league. He was able to come to Madrid. And when he started, he wasn't really doing the magic. But at some point, he peaked in his first season, highest goal scorer in Champions League, in the La Liga, I mean. In his first season,
he don't break some record.
Yes.
So
this is the reason I am going to put him in the bracket because he deserves to be there. Individual brilliance.
So why you not call Lamine Yamal?
Aside that, I'm going to call Lamine Yamal, call Vitinha, and call Pedri. Because these 3 players.
You want us to mention everybody's name? Give them
So we don't give
our say. Exceptional. Fine, but I don't give my reason.
You see Ronaldo comment.
I saw his comment.
He saw what he said. The way they are kind of about this Lamine Yamal, what happened to Ansu Fati?
Nothing. Ansu Fati don't play like Lamine Yamal. You know what Ansu Fati?
Calm down. That boy is gifted and talented, but if too much road is being given, the boy no go far.
Ororo dey head.
That's why
Ororo dey head.
That is what
get pressure.
There no pressure on Mbappe. When Mbappe play what wetin dey tell me.
No matter how we try to
no
matter how we try to paint this issue, as long as you are playing football, you are playing in Europe, you are playing with one of the best.
You are playing like this.
Attention must be on you. Attention, but you can not take away the media. Media must sell.
Ansu Fati no be pressure na injury.
If media don't come out and give stories about these big players, how do they say their market? And if you don't play well, how do you get bigger contracts? So no matter how we try to talk about it, the media must do their job. Player will always do his job. It is now left for you to carve out a way for yourself to handle the pressure outside the field of play and on the pitch. That's the reason Ronaldo and Messi are what they are today. The media was always on them, but they were able to balance their life.
As I would say, Rafinha now, he needs to do it next season before they do.
Before we check and balance.
Check and balance.
Go come on your name for there.
No problem. Now 2025 we don't talk
Now
about.
Mbappe made them give am.
So unfortunately,
Don't
we've
try.
come to the end of yet another exciting edition of the Fine Football Podcast. And just as we always do it over here, it's always very educative, informative, and very, very intensive. And thanks to my gladiators in the building, from Mickey, CJ, and to Happy. Till we meet again, God bless you.